My testing, my testing, my testing, my testing. Hi student. Yeah, I hope you can hear my voice. Okay, so yeah, my voice should work, right? Or wait, my mic, it seems like it doesn't work. Oh my god. Setting. How come I'm not sure my mic is work or not? You guys can hear my voice, right? I think maybe my mic audio can hear, sir. Oh, okay, yeah. Not sure it's from my mic or from my webcam, but since you can hear, I don't want to adjust anything. So yep. So today we'll discuss about the Kelantan paper. Yeah, because when I search online, they have two type of Kelantan paper. Yeah, I think this one is is one of the paper they call it MPSM. Yeah, this one should be the MPSM one. Alright, so yeah, I'm great. We have about some students here now. Okay, so let's begin. Do not want to waste your time. I hope we can use like one hour or 1 hour plus to finish this paper. Yeah, some question is really hard. So okay, so because I want to double confirm, is this the formula list for all the SSM student? So then actually it's quite a lot of formula is given, because some of my students told me now SSM they actually give less formula, but it seems like most of the formula will be given here. Is the binomial formula given? Yeah, binomial formula is given. MPL, NCL also give. Alright, they literally give you a lot of formula. Even product rule, quotient rule also give. Wow, surprise. Is it a standard or only Kelantan student got so many formula, like 45, 44 formula? Okay, okay, we come to the question 1A here. It is very easy. I can use calculator definitely. 45, it tells you 3 sub 5, isn't it? Okay, so but definitely I want to teach you how to get 3 sub 5. So basically we're trying to find some perfect square number inside the 45, which is 9, isn't it? 9 is a perfect square number. 9 multiplied 5, we get 45. So this is 9 times 5. And so this is square root 9 multiplied square root 5. Square root 9 is 3. My square root 5. Done. Okay, 1 mark, very easy. And second B is indices. Over here you need to have some basics about 256, basic understanding about power of 2. So because I know 2 power of 8 you should get 256, and 2 power of 9 you should get 512. Okay, if you're not sure, you can just use the calculator and keep trying until you get 256. So by understand this one, and then you should understand this is the root value. That means if this is x power a over b, a is for the power, b is for the root. So therefore right now the root is 2x plus 1. So this is what happened. 256 I'm going to change to 2 power of a. And because 256 is power 1, right? So it's 1 over it's 1 over 2x plus 1. Okay, then equals to 512 is 2 power of 9. You can see 512 power 1, right? So it's 1 over 2x plus 2. Okay, so this is how we do this one. Some students might wondering, so how come like that one? Okay, we try to imagine if today we have cube root of x, what we will write in indices? We will write 1 over 3, isn't it? Where do I get 1? 1 is because x is power 1. This is power 1. Where do we get 3? 3 is the root value. We write at the bottom. So yeah, this one should be the 3 here because it's the root of 3. So that's mean if today I have something like q root x power of 7, this one is x power of 7 over 3. So we know top is for the power and bottom is for the root. Okay, I hope you understand this basic knowledge about indices. Okay, so if you got it, then we will multiply the 8 into it. So this is 2 power of 8 over 2x plus 1 equals to 2 power of 9 over 2x plus 2. Okay, both have the same base. I just comparing their power. So 9 over 2x plus 1 equals to, 8 over 2x plus 1. Yeah, so we have something like this, and then we're going to cross over multiply. So this one should get something like 16x plus 16 equals to 18x plus 9. So basically 2x equals to 7, then x equals to 7 over 2. Or we can say it's 3.5. Okay? Yeah. What if today we try to... I'm not sure whether calculator can help us or not, but let's try for fun. Alright? If this is the root of 2x plus 1, inside is 256, and then I type an equal here. I hope my equal is fine. Then I'm going to key in another 2x plus 2, and then this is 512, and then I ask the calculator to solve for me any number like 10. So I'm not sure the calculator can solve for us or not, but if can, then yeah, cool. So answer is 3.5, then I know my final answer is correct. So whenever possible, I always ask my student, try to use a calculator to check for your answer. There's no way you make the current mistake if you can use the calculator to check for your answer. Okay? But very important, you want to ensure left hand side minus right hand side is equal to 0. L minus R is 0. If you get L minus R equals to some number at the bottom is not 0, then the answer you cannot take. Okay? This is something very crucial. Alright, question 2. If you have any question, yeah, feel free to type at the comment there. I will read after I finish each of the question. Alright, x and y are related by this equation, where h and k are constant. A straight line is obtained by plotting x, y against x squared. So obviously when I read this question, I know it is linear law. So when linear law, my objective is I want to get something like this. From the graph, y equals to mx plus c. Why do I put the x value as that? Okay, here, this x value, it doesn't matter if you only have one answer for x. So, this x answer, okay, this one I explained in my Casio video tutorial. Basically, this x, whatever x value you key in here, is trying to tell the calculator what is the range of the answer of your x. So, even though I put 10,000 or 100,000, it will still tell me 3.5. So it doesn't matter what value you put there. Okay? So unless like sine cos tangent, like sine x equals to 0.5, example. Sine x equals to 0.5, your x can be 30 degree, can be 150 degree, can be like 390 degree and so on. So you can see you have multiple answers of x, right? Then that time, when you insert the x value here, you must insert it carefully because it will find the answer nearest to the x answer you enter. But for the question just now, you only have one x answer here. So therefore, no matter what value you insert for x, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then for the Xiao Yang, if L minus R is not equal to 0, we can't check the answer. We can't take the answer. So you sometimes you need to type equal for 2 times until it gets 0. Okay? Or sometimes the equation cannot be solved, so this so therefore left hand side and right hand side is impossible to get 0 because it will never be equal. Then the question cannot be solved using calculator. Okay? I hope I explained well about this calculator skill. Okay, so that student understand. Okay, come back to this question, sorry. Okay, so my y is xy. My m is y minus y1 over x minus x1. And my x is x squared plus c. So therefore, this one from the graph, I see. I use my eyes to see. Okay, so this one should be 2 over 6, 1 over 3, x squared plus c. Okay, this equation, this is a linear law equation I get from the diagram itself. But then you realize they do give you one equation, right? I have an equation like this. So right now, what is my objective for this question? My objective is I want to make the equation given here look like the linear law equation. So I don't care how you multiply anything. You can multiply x, divide x, or multiply k, blah, blah, blah. Until the end, the given equations must look like the equation I get from the diagram. Then I can comparing to find my k or h value. Okay, so first step is okay, because here I have xy, so I want to get xy somewhere here, but I don't want a k here. Okay, so I will divide k for every single one. I will divide k, divide k, divide k. So cut. So y equals to here I have x over k minus h over kx. Okay, then I want to have xy. So I multiply x here, I multiply x here, I multiply x here. So you can see I multiply x for every single one. Or maybe I don't want straight away write the square, I write multiply x here. So now I have xy, which is what I want. This one is x squared, is what I want also. I can take out the k, become 1 over k, isn't it? Then this one, x and x I cut, minus h over k, right? Does it look similar? xy at the beginning, xy at the beginning, then I have x squared here, then I have x squared here. You see, they are look alike, isn't it? Then it's not hard to guess 1 over k equals to 1 over 3. Is 1 over k equals to 1 over 3, then k must equals to 3. Okay, after I got the k value, then I want to so-called to find the h value. So I insert my k, this is 3, insert my k, this is 3. Then in order to find h, I just need to sub in any of the coordinate. I can use 6, 0 or 12, 2, it doesn't matter. I use 6, 0. Okay, so when x is 6, when y is 0, x is 6. Minus h over 3. Then I cut, this is 2. So h over 3 equals to 2. Then my h equals to 6. Done. I got the k, I got the h. Oh, not yet done. They want the ratio. Do you see they want the ratio? H ratio k, 6 ratio 3, simplified, then you will get 2 ratio 1. Okay, if this is ratio, we always need to simplify into the simplest form. Okay, make simplify until you cannot simplify. Okay, not too bad. 4-mark question, linear law. Anyone don't understand? I hope all of you are okay. Yeah, even though it's a bit messy, my working, but if you follow step by step, it should be fine. Trigonometry, 6 mark in total. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so we have a coordinate t there. The coordinate t over here tell me, read the question a little bit. Diagram 2 show a unit circle. Unit circle is important keyword. It's a point on the rotating ray of an angle theta. Alright, so find in terms of p the value of the second theta. B is 45 plus theta. Okay, not that bad, isn't it? So we know this one, negative p is here, and then q is here. Since this one is the unit circle, the hypotenuse always equals to 1. Remember this, unit circle, hypotenuse always equals to 1. That means this is 1. Okay, then we actually see something, isn't it? You can see this is a right angle triangle. I can form an equation by doing Pythagoras, isn't it? If this is negative p, this is q, this is 1. I can say the 1 is actually equals to p squared plus q squared, isn't it? Okay, so at least if I want an equation, I can do it because I can see here they want in terms of p. They doesn't mention anything about q. So this question actually give me a very important hint is maybe I want to make a q as a subject. Okay, so that everything can just in terms of P. But let's see what happened. Okay, so if I want the theta, I will just borrow this theta here because, yeah, this is the second quadrant, isn't it? So what is cos theta? Because second is 1 over cos, isn't it? So the cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, just like that, it's negative P. Okay, so the first one is just negative 1 over P, done, because cos theta is negative P. Then we go to the tangent A plus B. Tangent A plus B, the formula is given is tangent A plus tangent B over 1 minus tangent A tangent B. Okay, so this is additional formula. It is at your formula list. If you can't memorize this formula, it doesn't matter. It's on the first 2 pages. Okay, so then I want to get what is tangent theta. Tangent theta from this triangle, it should be something like Q over negative P, right? Q over negative P or negative P over Q. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So let's insert my value. 45 plus theta. Tangent 45 is 1. Just in case some students have no idea what is tangent 45, it's just 1. So this is tangent 45 plus tangent theta plus tangent theta over 1 minus tangent 45 tangent theta. Since I have the tangent theta, I'm going to insert it, which is negative, just now, what do we get? Oops. Negative Q over P minus Q over P over 1 minus Q over P. Okay, I can make the same denominator first. This one called P minus Q over P over this one is P plus Q over P. So if I simplify, this one should be P minus Q over P plus Q. Remember, the question says they want in terms of P only. They don't want anything about Q. So I will make the Q as a subject from my Pythagoras equation. So P square plus Q square equals to 1 square. So Q should equals to 1 minus square root 1 minus P square. Okay, so you just move around and got a Q. So yeah, I got a Q. Then this one is square root 1 minus P square over 1 plus square root 1 minus P square. Done. So this is what happened from tangent 45 plus theta. So I would say this question, the only challenging part maybe is forming this equation, because first, a lot of students, they might not know the unit circle, the hypotenuse is equals to 1. Then you will stuck there forever because you will feel like I have not enough information to solve this question. Okay, so remember, unit circle, hypotenuse is always 1 unit. This is the reason why they call it unit circle. Or you can imagine something like the radius of the circle is always 1. Okay, cool. 6 marks. Done. Okay, so the Pythagoras, why not negative? Yeah, it's negative P square. I'm just so lazy to write the negative P square. Yeah, because negative P square also equals to P square, isn't it? Yeah, you can just put a bracket negative P square. It's just, yeah, it's the same thing. But yeah, you can do that. The 1 minus mark for that, I believe. Okay, next question. Okay, they're given 4x squared minus 3y minus 1 equals to 0. Find the range value of x if y is less than 5. So the question says range value of x. This one means what? If it's impossible, your final answer is x equals to something. Because what's the meaning of range? Or in the Malay, they call julat, right? Julat nilai. So the range basically means it must related to the inequality. Okay, it can be any inequality sign. This is why we call it range, right? Okay, and if x equals to something, they will just ask you to find the values of x. They won't say find the range of values of x. So read the question wisely. Okay. Teacher, there's a P plus. Am I making any character mistake here? Yeah, this is P. This is, there's a P plus. Yeah, this is P, right? This is P. This is P. Yes. Thanks for that. This is P. Why suddenly become 1? Yeah, it's P, right? Yeah, it's P plus. Thanks for what? IS and N7. Yeah. You really pay a lot of attention in my class. Yeah, I'm happy for you. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so yeah, this question obviously y is less than 5. So I want to make the y the subject. So I'm going to move around. So 3y equals to 4x squared minus 1. So y equals to 4x squared minus 1 over 3. So when y is less than 5, that means the whole thing 4x squared minus 1 over 3 must be less than 5. Then 4x squared minus 1 is less than 15. Okay, 3 times 5 is 15. Then 4x squared minus 16 is less than 0. Then I divide 4 here, I divide 4 here, divide 4 here. Then x squared minus 4 less than 0. Then this one I can factorize, right? X plus 2x minus 2 less than 0. Then this is quadratic inequality. You got negative 2 and 2, right? So less than 0 is in between. X is in between, negative 2 and 2. Okay, this is final answer. Done. Okay, it's just a simple inequality, so ensure you solve carefully. I would say the important tips for this question is make y a subject. Then we do y less than 5. Okay, then only we do y less than 5. If not, you cannot say the whole thing is less than 5. Because some student will just do like, oh sir, I know this is 4x squared minus 3y minus 1 is less than 5. Don't do that, because this equation itself is not the y. So you need to make y the subject before you can start to do this question. Cool? Done. Now 2 mark. Okay, is one of the quadratic equation is that one is reciprocal to another root. Find the values of the discriminant. Okay, some students might not know the discriminant. In Malay, I'm also not sure what it's called. Pembezalayan. Pembezalayan here. Okay, because I got teach some Malay student in my private class, so sometimes I need to learn some Malay words. Okay, discriminant basically means b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so they ask us to find b squared minus 4ac. Here they say one root is reciprocal to another root. What does it mean? This one means if one of my root is alpha, my another root will be 1 over alpha. This one is what we call reciprocal. Okay, so it will be 1 over the other. Okay, so so I will use a product of root. Product of root is telling me is basically something like c over a, right? So which is exactly 2 over m. Product of root means alpha multiply 1 over alpha should equals to 2 over m. Because I can easily find m from here. This one simplified, I got 1, right, equals to 2 over m. Then m equals to 2. So after I got the m value already, I'm going to rewrite the whole equation. This one is x squared minus 10 minus 5 over 2 times 2 plus, there's an x there, there's an x there, plus 2 over 2 equals to 0. Then x squared minus, cut 5x plus 1 equals to 0. Then now I can do my b squared minus 4ac. My b is negative 5 squared minus 4, a is 1, and c is 1. So basically it's 25 minus 4, answer is 21. So this is the value of my discriminant. Okay, so yeah, this question you just need to know how to get m by just using the product of root. Some students say, sir, can I use the sum of root? Sum of root is not recommended in this question, because it's sum of root, right? You just imagine if you have something like alpha plus 1 over alpha, then equals to something m. If you solve until the end, you realize you still got alpha and m. So that means there's 2 unknown. Then eventually you still need to find one more equation to solve it. But the beauty about product of root in this question is because after they multiply, it becomes 1. So the alpha actually like gone already. So I only left the equation with just an m here. Okay, so sometimes you need to choose what you want wisely. But this one also based on experience, because if you are the student who don't have this kind of experience, then you will just do both sum of root and product of root. Both also you do, then see which one can give you the m value faster, then you choose that one. But if you have the experience or you remember what's the Mr. Matthews or Mr. Pang, some student call me Mr. Pang. If you remember what Mr. Pang said today, then yeah, in the exam you can do slightly faster. Can quadratic, done. Okay, this question is a little bit tricky. So I'm going to call it as K-bars because it's not very straightforward question. So for this question, there's two ways you can do it. One is integrate toward x-axis. The other is integrate toward y-axis. About the same. I will not say which one is faster or easier. I think both is about the same. But if you choose, you want to integrate toward y-axis, you need to take the value carefully. You cannot take 2/3 if you want to do dy. Okay, so this one you need to have a strong understanding about how to get the area. Okay, okay, we do the x-axis one lah. I think marking scheme also do dx. So let's do it about dx. This diagram they give you a curve equation 7 minus x squared over 2. Then you give you a straight line y equals to p. And this straight line, because it's p only, so I know it's parallel to the x-axis lah. And p is a constant. Calculate the value of p if the area of shaded region is 2/3. They tell you this shaded area is 2/3. Okay, so in order to get this shaded area, right, we need to integrate from here to here. Let's say, so from x2 to x1. So in these cases, I recommend you to let x equals to a. Then you can say something like integrate from a to negative a. Okay, some student might say, sir, I can actually find the x value. You can, yes, you can. So if you want to find what is the x, right, you can just sub the p into that. Yeah, p equals to 7 minus x squared over 2. Then 2p equals to 7 minus x squared. Then x squared equals to 7 minus 2p. Then x equals to square root plus minus 7 minus 2p. Then you need to write a very weird thing here, which is negative square root 7 minus 2p, and here is positive square root minus 2p. And then when you do the integration, you still need to write some square root thing here. It's not so friendly. So I would just recommend you to use the a and negative a. Okay, to make our life easier. Okay, so then what we want to do is, if I integrate this equation 7 minus x squared over 2 dx from negative a to a, I'm actually getting the whole area here. Do you see? I'm getting the whole highlight area here, not only the shaded region. So how do I get the shaded region? I need to minus the rectangle. Okay, so in order to get the shaded region, I need to minus a rectangle. Rectangle here is p, isn't it? Here is 2a, isn't it? Yeah, you can see, right? So this one is called 2AP. Okay, then only we can get the 2/3. But I don't like 2APs because I can know P in top of A, right? Okay, if my X is equals to A, my Y is equals to P, then this is what happened. See this thing, I will sub in everything into the curve equation. P equals to 7 minus A squared over 2. Do you see that? So I can sub into this P. More space here. 7 minus A squared over 2. Okay, so this is a rectangle. I just ensure you the rectangle is P and 2A at the bottom. Then I get 2/3. Okay, so yeah. Then now everything in terms of A, then it should be more friendly. The 2 I can take it out, become 1/2 outside here. Okay, then I will just integrate this thing. So this one will give me 7x minus x cubed over 3. Then a negative a minus this one I simplify. I should get something like minus 7a plus a power of 3 equals to 2/3. Then I will just use the space here lah. Okay, so this one if I sub in the a here, I should get 7a minus a cubed over 3 minus sub in the negative a. I will get negative 7a plus a cubed over 3. Then minus yeah, a lot of things here. So it's must do carefully because a lot of a here, isn't it? Okay, this one 7a plus 7a is 14a. Then negative a cubed over 3 minus a cubed is minus 2a cubed over 3. Minus 7a plus a cubed equals to 2 over 3. Yeah, then both of these can divide 2, right? So I get 7a minus a cubed over 3 minus 7a plus a cubed equals to 2 over 3. 7a and 7a I minus. A cubed minus a cubed over 3, I get 2a cubed over 3 equals to 2 over 3. Then I simplify, a cubed equals to 1, then a equals to 1. Okay, because cube root of 1, we're still getting 1, isn't it? Then we can sub into here already because they asked us to find a p-value, right? What's its p-value just now? P is basically, just now we did, right? P is actually 7 minus a squared over 2, right? So P is 7 minus 1 over 2. Then P equals to 3. Okay? Yeah, this one is longer. Yeah, I see the chat room, a lot of students say, sir, will you just integrate toward the y-axis? It's easier, Yes, you can do about that if you want to. Okay, since you come to my live class, it's impossible I only show you one method, right? Let's remember this one, P equals to 3. Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, you want to integrate toward the y-axis, right? Okay. But here, you need to understand, if I integrate the y-axis, the maximum point is very easy to find. Max sub x equals to 0, y equals to 7 minus 0 squared over 2. So it's just 3.5. So the maximum point here is just 3.5. It's very easy. Then I want to integrate from p to 3.5, right? Okay, then I want to make because here must be x dy, right? So I want to make x as a subject. But then here, because if you integrate p to 3.5, right, you only getting half of the area. Okay, so you were only getting something like this. P to 3.5. Okay, because if we learn about integration for area before, we know the area cannot go beyond the axis, isn't it? If you integrate toward x-axis, it will stop at x-axis. It will not go beyond the x-axis, isn't it? So this is a reason why if I integrate from p to 3.5, I only will get half of it. So half of it basically means 2 over 3 you need to divide 2. This is a reason why I doesn't recommend integrate dy if you don't have strong understanding about the area for integration. Yeah, if you know this one, sir, I already know need to divide 2 lah, then you are a very smart student, you can go ahead and do this, is equals to 1 over 3. Okay, because I believe a lot of students will still take 2 over 3 even though they do dy, because they will assume it will take the whole thing here. Not necessary. Okay, so when you do that time, you must be careful. Why this will happen? One of the reasons, because it cannot go beyond y-axis. Second reason is, if I want to make x as a subject for this equation, this is what happened. So 2y equals to 7 minus x squared. So x squared equals to 7 minus 2y. Then x equals to square root plus minus 7 minus 2y. So basically, you have two curves here. One curve is positive version, another curve is negative version. So that means from here, one of it, I believe this one, maybe is a square root 7 minus 2y. And the other side, this one, maybe this one will be negative square root 7 minus 2y. So this one actually affect your final answer. Okay, so yeah, this is a reason why. Okay, when you do dy, you must be very careful. So in this case, I will just take the positive side. So, yep. So let's do this question. So this one is p to 3.5 square root 7 minus 2y dy equals to 1 over 3. And square root basically mean power of 1 over 2, isn't it? Okay, integration tell me what? 7 minus 2y, 1 over 2 need to plus 1, 3 over 2. Divide by 3 over 2. Then differentiate inside the bracket, give me negative 2. Then this is p and 3.5 equals to 1 over 3. Then 2 and 2 I cut, bottom I still have negative 3. Alright, then I will just sub into the thing here. So if sub in the 3.5, the first one is 7 minus 7 over negative 3, right? Yeah, definitely on the top I should have something like 3 over 2. But this is 0 already, so it doesn't matter lah. Then I will minus, I sub in the p. So it will be something like 7 minus p 3 over 2 over negative 3. Then equals to 1 over 3. So we kind of need to solve this equation. This is 0, so we can just ignore this one. Negative and negative will give me positive, so I will just ignore, it will get me positive. Then this 3 I multiply on the other side. So it give me 7 minus p 3 over 2 equals to 1, isn't it? Then 7 minus p is am I make, oh, this is 2p, this is 2p, sorry. This is 2p. 7 minus 2p, sorry. Oops. So 7 minus 2p equals to 1. Because yeah, root, because supposedly you should do something like 2 over 3 lah, but it's still 1. So then I will get 2p equals to 6, then p is still equals to 3. So yep, even though you do like this, you will still getting back the same answer of your p. Okay, so I hope you understand. Make the x the subjects and take the positive value of the square root and then multiply 2 for the answer. Yeah. Okay, I believe my moderators try to help me to explain. So if I put the modulus for the second integral, and plus both of the integral. Yeah, so I will just take the recommendation from the Crowley. So you will just take the positive side, then you will find half of it. Then after you find this half already, then you use your final answer, multiply 2, then you get the whole thing. So you just integrate this one, you will get 1 over 3. Then here you just multiply 2, you will get another 1 over 3. Okay, so let me move on to the next question. Or you have any question you want to ask me, so that I can stop talking and drink some tea, waiting for your question. If the volume, then the answer shouldn't divide by 2. Okay, if this shaded area rotate on y-axis, then it just need to rotate 180 degree. It will not rotate 360 degree because they are symmetry, right? They are the shaded region, you can see they are symmetry. So if they are symmetry, then you can just rotate 180 degree to get the full volume. So they will not rotate 360 degrees if they rotate on y-axis. Okay, so I hope I answered the question for Amira. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, number 6. So the diagram 4 shows some vector drawn on the one unit sided square grid. So given LM equals to A and B equals to B, expressed in A and B for this one. So when you're going to make some STPM class, are you still waiting for STPM class? Yeah, your STPM, I haven't really like mastered it. Some topic I'm really good on it, but it's not like all the topics. So I don't really dare to actually make the STPM class on my YouTube. Later, a lot of students going to laugh me. laugh at me like, oh my god, this teacher can't even do SPM math. Yeah, I think I master better on A level than SPM. Because SPM they have semester 1, semester 2, semester 3, right? So can you answer the modern math paper before modern math paper? You mean can I discuss about the modern math paper before modern math exam, is it possible? I can arrange the live. Yeah, but my schedule become more and more packed lah, so I want to arrange my time. Okay, so let's have a look at this question. This is one of my least favorite things about drawing in the in the in the in the grid, but no choice. I guess this is the only way. If any one of you have the smarter way on how to solve this one, do let me know. Okay, so first thing first, L to N. This one is very easy. A minus B, right? A minus B. You can, I believe all the students can see that. Okay, but M to P is another story. So this one, if you see carefully, I will assume is about 3, 1, right? Even though it purposely stop at the half of the grid here, and then on the top they like stop at another half of the grid. So half plus half, so I will just assume is about 3 unit and 1 unit. Okay, so then this one I believe is like about the same in 2 unit and 1 unit. This is about 2, 1 like that. Okay, so based on this logic, I'm going to draw a triangle from P to M or M to P. Okay, so 3, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, this is 1A. Let me do another 3, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so this is just one more A here. Then I will stop here. Then I will try to draw the B thing here. 2, 1, right? So it's about 2 and 1. So it's here. It's 1B. Then 2, 1 is another B here. Then 2, 1 is another. No, sorry, cannot be so high. Must be lower a little bit. So, yep, this is just another B. Then here is another 2. Oops, so not so high. Because it must be stopped at half of it. Super hard to draw until very accurate, but you should see it lah. This 1B. This one have one more B here. Then 2, 1. This one have one more B. Then this one have one more. The last they will connect one more B. So you should be able to see, right? So for M to P, how many B I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And at the opposite direction, right? So it's negative 6B. And this one also going down, right? At the opposite direction. So minus 2A. Okay, so this is how we get this one. Yeah, okay, maybe you can use a ruler and do some divide, isn't it? Yeah, so yeah. So this one basically what I trying to imagine and trying to like imagine and measure something like that. So yeah, I don't have any smarter way on how to do this. If any one of you have, yeah, you can let me know. Why I got the feeling of deja vu of you already does that question? Yeah, I think I did some similar question in my YouTube before. So what is the webcam you are using? I'm using the DJI one. Compare IJ. Yeah. Okay, so you all can just try to figure it out. Okay, so yeah, we'll just use the most stupid way to do that question lah. Alright, then we go to the part B. So can I use simultaneous way to solve this question? I am not sure. Can we? Yeah, definitely we can have some vector for b, right? So we can just do something like b is a negative 3. What? Just now I will just, yeah, because you, but even simultaneous you need to, like, I believe you can do simultaneous, maybe. Yeah, b is, just now I say is what, 2 negative 1, right? And a is like about 3 and what, sorry, this one is negative 1 and 3, right? Then this one you just calculate how many grid it have from p to m. Let's say p to m is like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So it's basically p to m is 10 0. Then you need to something like add some x and y to multiply to get 10. Maybe you can do that. Something like, because you do not know what value you need to multiply, right? Then you can do this maybe. Yeah, this is a very good idea, but let's try for fun now. Okay, negative x plus 3y equals to 0. Then x equals to 3y. Then 2x minus y equals to 10. Then 3y minus y equals to 10. Then 6y minus y equals to 10. Then 5y equals, yeah, is quite smart. Y equals to 2. Then x equals to 6. Is that correct? Hey, even though I got a 6 and 2 here, but then how come I didn't get negative 1? P to m is positive 10, right? Positive. Negative 1 3. This one b is 2 1. Yeah, if I do the simultaneous, I'm not sure which part I actually got wrong. Because I literally get something like 6b plus 2a, but in fact I should get negative, right? Negative x plus 3y equals to this thing. Is it negative 10? P to, oh, they want MP, not PM. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, they want MP, not PM. Now everything makes sense. Okay, if m to p, then this one must be negative, because m to p, they go in opposite direction. I accidentally wrote the pm, so this is the reason why the whole question doesn't make sense. Okay, then this one is negative, this one is negative, 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 negative. Yeah, then yeah, you can do the simultaneous. Thanks for whoever suggests about this thing. So maybe next time I no need to do a try and error. Alright, let's come to the part B here. Yeah, thanks to what Afong to actually suggest about simultaneous here. Don't do that, vector is a free mark question. They ask MP, so yeah, thanks Karim also. Okay, then we come to this B here. They give a coordinate P, coordinate Q on the Cartesian plan, and then give us one equation. Ask us to find a coordinate R. Okay, this one you can use a Cartesian plan to find. You're trying to plot it out. But I not recommend that. I recommend you to use the vector to solve. Since part A is a vector, right? So part B is already hints you can do the vector. So here, the very important tips I want to give you is coordinate P in the vector world mean OP. Coordinate Q in the vector world mean OQ. Because all the coordinate, they are related to the origin. This is how they get their coordinate. Okay? So, in these cases, I will say my OP is negative 3, negative 2. My OQ is negative 1 and 1. Now they will give us the equation 3OP minus, I straight away insert lah, okay? No need to be so stupid like keep on writing the same thing. Minus OR. OR mean coordinate R, okay? I hope you get it. This is 4, negative 1. This is OQ, right? Negative 1 and 1. Okay, so my OR, I'm going to move here, become positive. This one should be minus negative 9 minus 6. Okay, then this one move here will be negative 4 and 4. Okay, then I got my OR here. This one should give me -5 and -10. Okay, so therefore my coordinate r here should be -5, -10. Okay, then they ask, we done this one, then they ask about the second part. They ask about magnitude of QR. So yeah, we can find a QR here. We find a vector of QR first. So QR is basically QO plus OR, right? So QO is opposite of OQ, so it's 1, -1. This one is -5, -10. So if I solve this one, I should get -4, -11. So if I want to get the magnitude of QR, oops, I will just do the Pythagoras for it, isn't it? Square root of 4 square plus 11 square. So it's 16 plus 121. So it's square root of 137. Okay, if you prefer decimal, you can go ahead. 137. So yeah, it's 11.705 units. Okay, so this question shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, I also checked the marking scheme. I think marking scheme make a slightly mistake for the coordinate r, but it doesn't matter lah. Okay, so yeah, this is how we get the 4 mark. So here I just want you to understand how to use the coordinate and convert them in a vector. Yes, you're right. The coordinate say is -2, right? Because the coordinate, I'm not sure why the bottom they do -6 plus 4, but it's not possible -6 plus 4 here. I just like double check already. So yeah. Okay, so I guess I see some spam in the students, so I'm not sure my moderator is here or not. Maybe I can just, okay, I think someone helping me to delete the message. Thanks Acre for helping me to delete the spam. Okay, next question, 7. So for this question, it's very important to understand this one is asymptotes. What asymptotes do is that means when x equals to a and x equals to b, they will give your equation math error. You just imagine they will give your equation math error. So let's go back to the fx equation. So if this fx equation, how do I get a math error? I try to factorize the denominator. I can do something like x minus 3 and x minus 4, right? So we know any fraction cannot be divided by 0, isn't it? Because any number, if I divide it by 0, I'm getting math error. So this is the reason why, in order to get the asymptotes, I want to find a way to make math error. Okay, so the faster way to make math error is if I sub x equals to, so the bottom cannot equal to 0, right? So x minus 3 and x minus 4 cannot equal to 0. That means x minus 3 cannot equal to 0 and x minus 4 also cannot equal to 0, isn't it? So then x cannot equal to 3 and x cannot equal to 4, isn't it? So therefore in these cases, I know I want to get it right. So I don't think you need to write cannot equal to 0. It's because it's just a 2 mark here. You just factorize this one, then you just say x minus 3 equals to 0. Then x equals to 3. Then this is a smaller value, right? So smaller value must be a. So a equals to 3. Another one, x minus 4 equals to 0. Then x equals to 4 is largest value. Then b equals to 4. Just write like this is enough lah. Okay, because it's just a 2 mark question. Shouldn't be too difficult. It looks like a tangent, but it's not exactly a tangent. Because if you draw the tangent graph, it should look like this. Okay, so it's not really the tangent, but you will see the asymptotes in the tangent. Okay, we have the tangent in the we have the asymptotes in the tangent graph, but this is not a tangent graph. They already give you the equation, so impossible is tangent, right? Okay, so for the second question, okay, function. They're just trying to make this function look super complicated. I don't really like it. Okay, I want to get fm, right? So I will just let this thing be m. I will let m equals to x plus 1, x plus 2. So f inverse x over x plus 3 equals to m. Because the other side I make it into m already, right? I throw the inverse function to the other side, I got fm, right? Fm equals to x plus 3. And what is my fm? My fm is 2, isn't it? So then x over x plus 3 equals to 2. Then x equals to 2x plus 6. Then x equals to negative 6. Okay, when I got this one, the objective is to find m, right? So that means I will sub my x back into here to find my m. My m is negative 6 plus 1 over negative 6 plus 2. Then it's negative 5 over negative 4, which is 5 over 4. Done. Okay. Yeah, I believe the marking scheme used a slightly longer step to do this question. But if I do, I will just do like this so that the whole thing is very easy. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys can understand. Yeah, we go to question 8 now. Oh my god, still got so many questions. Okay. So we have this diagram actually show 3 houses drawn on the Cartesian plan. So a straight line, a straight root is the equation y minus 2x plus 7 will be built to connect July car house and the Aini. So yeah, this is the equation y equals to 2x minus 7. Okay, then another straight root is built connect Sandy house and Aini house. Okay, so we have another route from here to here. Okay, so the two roots are perpendicular to each other. So these two roots are perpendicular to each other and meet at Aini house A. Okay, find the equation of AB. Yeah, perpendicular we can easily find the M2, right? So our M1, the first gradient is 2, right? So I want to find M2 is negative 1 over M1, right? Formula. So negative 1 over 2 lah. This is the gradient of AB. Gradient of AB. Then I want to find equation of AB. I will say y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. So y equals to negative half x minus 5 plus 3. Y equals to negative half x minus 2. Done. Okay, quite easy. If you understand the straight line equation very well, you can do this paper really fast. This question very fast. Then find the coordinate of the Aina house. So in order to get the Aina house, we know Aina house is a coordinate A, right? The faster way and easiest way to find coordinate A is simultaneous. Sub the first equation into second equation. That's all. Okay? Because both equations also intersect at the point A, isn't it? So therefore, I use other color lah. So 2x minus 7 equals to negative half x minus 2. Yeah, so solve this equation. So 5 over 2x equals to 5, x equals to 2. Then y equals to 2 minus 7, y equals to negative 3. Then the Aini house, or what Aina house, is basically 2 negative 3. 3 mark. Okay, if you understand, just do the simultaneous sub the first equation into the second equation, you can easily find the A coordinates. Done. 6 mark. Okay. Okay. After number 9, maybe we'll break for a while. Okay. So let's have a look number 9 here. There's 3. They are the first 3 on a rectangle where the first rectangle is x centimeter long and y centimeter wide. So the measurement of the length and the width of each of the subsequent rectangle are half the measurement of its previous one. So yeah, you should get some idea. The first one is something like xy. Then this one becomes shorter. Maybe this one is half x, half y. And this one becomes even smaller. Then this one half again, right? So 1 over 4x, 1 over 4y. So therefore, we need to form a geometry progression, right? Because they ask you to show that area of rectangle form a geometry progression and state the common ratio and want to find out. So the first term is xy, right? Area x times y. Second term is half x, half y is 1 over 4 xy, right? Then the next one is 1 over 16 xy, right? So I'm not sure how they want you to show. Okay, after I got the progression, if I want to show, right, I will find the R1 and R2. If R1 was same with R2, then they are the geometry progression. So the R1 is basically 1 over 4 xy divided by xy. So it's 1 over 4. xy and xy cut, right? My R2 is 1 over 16 xy over 1 over 4 xy. So I will got something like 1 over 16 divided by 1 over 4, right? So I'm still getting 1 over 4. So since R1 equals to the R2, this is geometry progression shown. And then the question asked me to find the R. R is 1 over 4 lah. Okay, so we done. 2 mark. A lot of work for 2 mark. Okay, and the given x is equals to 160 and y equals to 80 determines the n term. N term, well, n rectangle which have the area 25 over 512. So so we kind of form the GP equation, right? So the first term is x times y, right? So 160 times 80. So the first term is 12800. Since I know r is 1 over 4, so I divide 4 to get the first term, 3200. Then I can divide 4 again to get the next term, 800, and so on. So until certain term here, I will get 25 over 512. So now the question asks me like, which term will give me 25 over 512? So my objective is, I want to find it. So my A is 12800, my R is 1 over 4. Tn formula I know also ARn minus 1. So let's solve it. A R n minus 1 equals to 25 over 512. So 1 over 4 n minus 1, 25 over 512 divided by 12800. So this is 1 over 262144. Okay, so in order to get the n minus 1, I will just log it, right? Log base 1 over 4, right? 262144. So I will just log base is 1 over 4. And then here I will just insert my answer. It's 9. Then n minus 1 equals to 9, n equals to 10. Done. Okay, this one just need to use a log. If you are using the 570 MS calculator, you might not able to type this one. So you will need to do some extra step here. You need to add the log 10 for both sides. Then here also you add the log 10. Then you move the power to the front, right? Then you get n minus 1 multiply log 1 over 4 equals to this thing lah. Log 1 over 262144. Then you will get n minus 1 equals to log 1 over 262144 divided by log 10. Okay, then you will get n equals to 10 eventually. Okay, if you are using the old model 570 MS, the black color one, then you might need to do like step by step like this. Yeah, number 9 done. I literally talk non-stop for 1 hour plus. Yeah, we get another 5 mark. Good job to myself. Okay, we'll just break for a few minutes. Please give me some break. And also give you all some break. You can go to some toilet break and go drink some water, go eat some snack or whatsoever. I see you guys in few minutes. Okay? Alright, let's continue. Number 10. Yeah, we have about 50 students still stay until now. So yeah, you guys are awesome. And yeah, remember to help me to click like for this video so that YouTube know my life is not too bad. The algorithm will suggest to other students. Yeah. And I realize even some teachers also watch my content. I hope my content, I hope my live can even help the teacher and also the student. Okay, so but I do make mistake lah. I'm a human, I do make mistake. If any one of you find out my mistake, do let me know at the comment section below, or let me know at the live right now also can. Yeah. And yep, let's continue this question. Log question. Okay, this log question is quite similar to the Cambridge MF log questions. Yeah, so yep, let's begin. So basically we want to make this thing in H and K. That means we need to solve the simultaneous for these two. So then I want to know what is my log AP in terms of H and in terms of H and K, something like that. And then I want to know what is my log AQ also in terms of H and K. Then I can sub into this log over here. Okay, you should get the idea, right? So let's begin. So here is multiply. Multiply I know is basically mean plus if I expand it. So here I can quickly make the log AQ as a subject, H minus 2 I can move to the front, right? 2 log AP, my first equation. Then we take the second one, log A. This is log AQ divide P power of 3, right? Divide basically mean minus, isn't it? So log AQ minus log AP power of 3 equals to K. And 3 I can move to the front, right? Because this is the rule of log. So minus 3 log AP equals to K. This is my second equation. Then I will sub first equation into the second equation, or I do elimination also can. Yeah, if I want to do elimination also can, do substitution also can. Do substitution no need so troublesome. Okay, minus 3. I just sub in the log AQ, right? So H minus 2 log AP minus 3 log AP equals to K. Then 5 log AP equals to H minus K. Then log AP equals to H minus K over 5. Done. Okay, this is my log AP. Okay, I just move my log AP to the left hand side. Log AP equals to H minus K over 5. It's the same thing, I just rewrite it. Okay, then I will just sub back to the first equation to get my log AQ, right? So my log AQ equals to H minus 2 log AP, right? H minus K over 5. So I solve this one. This is H minus, okay, make them same denominator 5. Then this is 5H minus 2H plus 2K, isn't it? So this one should equals to the 3H plus 2K over 5. I hope I didn't make any silly mistake here lah. Okay, so right now I have my log AQ also in terms of H and K, and my log AP also in terms of H and K. Then we'll just substitute back into here, into this one. So then now log AP over Q is equals to log AP minus log AQ, right? What is log AP just now? Log AP is H minus K over 5 minus log AQ is 3H plus 2K over 5. 3H plus 2K over 5. Then yeah, H minus K minus 3H minus 2K lah. So yep, let's solve this one. It's negative 2H minus 3K over 5. Done. Yeah, kind of a lot of works for this log question. So you can see the first thing is I'm using the given information to form two different equation. This is the first equation I form, the second equation I form. Then I will do simultaneous here. the purpose of simultaneous is I want to know what is my log AP and log AQ. I want to make sure is in term of H and K don't have another log at the other side. Okay, so after I make log AP and log AQ as a subject and ensure they're in term of H and K, then I can easily find the last thing they want. Okay, so yeah, if you understand what I'm talking here, I really want you to redo this question after this live to ensure you really can do it yourself without my help. Okay? Next question. Okay. This one is okay, but for B, A is still okay. Okay. For combination, for NCR, you need to know in what condition NCR will equals to 1. Okay, normally NCR will equals to 1 in two conditions. NCN will equals to 1 and NC0 also will equals to 1. Okay, so yeah, you can see my R here is very complicated. It's something like R squared plus 2R. So you can choose, you want to choose N or you want to choose 0. So definitely we want to find R, choose 0 is a lot easier, isn't it? So I will say R squared plus 2R equals 0. So factorize the R plus 2 equals 0. Then my R equals 0 or R equals to -2. Okay, this is easily 2 mark. You need to understand in what condition NCR will get 1. Okay? Okay. Then we go to the B. Yeah, because I heard many students feedback to me, they say, because last time I thought in the SPM, the permutation, the repetition is not allowed one. So because when I do the A-level or STPM math, they have the permutation with repetition. But I heard the KSSM, they actually add the repetition thing into your permutation. So yeah, so this is the challenging question. Okay, let's read the question now. We have something like, how many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 letters here. Okay, we don't need A anymore. I erase A. Okay, don't want to confuse you. Okay, right now we have 9 letters. I want to see how many letters repeat. I and I repeat. We have 2 I. Any other letter repeat? A and A also repeat. We have double A. Okay. Yes, it is in the syllabus. Yeah, I know. Okay, so if 5 letter code is to be formed using the 5 of this card, find a possible number of code that can be formed. Okay, because a lot of students when they do this question, if the 9 letter without any repetition, this question is extremely easy. You can just do 9P5. Then you solve already. But if they have repetition, when we 9 letter we choose 5 letter, I'm not sure this 5 letter could include double I or double A. Okay, if they want to arrange all the 9 letter, right, then it's very easy. Then it's 9 factorial divided by 2 factorial and 2 factorial. Because these 2 factorial for I and these 2 factorial for A. Because I will use all the 9 letter if they want to form something like 9 letter code. But right now the challenging part is from this 9 letter they only want to choose 5. So I'm not sure whether this 5 letter I choose, will they have 2I or 1I or 2A or 1A or 1I 1A? We do not know. So therefore we need to rule them out one by one. Okay, so the first one is I want to ensure there's no repetition. Repetition. Okay, if no repetition, right, how do I ensure this happen? If I want to ensure there's no repetition, I would take out all the A and I. So when I choose the 5 letter code here, I will form the letter with no repetition one. So I will only choose from M, G, C, and N and S. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it? Oh no. I would just take out one I and one A is enough. Yeah, because if I take out one I and one A, right, then definitely they no way they can repeat, right? Yep. So I take it out. So therefore, I still have 7 letter, right? So from this 7 letter, no matter how I choose 5 letter, confirm no repetition happen. So this one is called 7P5. 7 letter, I choose 5 letter, I arrange all the 5 letter, 2520. Okay. Okay, now let's say I want to have one repetition. So it's this one repetition is either is double I or double A. Okay, have a look here. If I want to see I want to ensure is double I, that means I need to fill in 3 more letter here, isn't it? Okay, so in these cases, what I want to do is I will choose from where. Okay, I and I used already. And I want to ensure there's no repeat of A. Then I will take out I will take out 1A. I will take out 1A. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so from these 5 letter here, I will choose 3 letter to fill in here. Then only I arrange. Okay, from the 5 letter here, I will choose 3 letter from this 5 letter. From this remaining 5. Hey, is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here should I take out 1A? Take out double A. If I take out if I take out 2A, then they confirm will not repeat the A. But then here have no A at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I just take out 1A is enough, isn't it? Okay, then from 6 here, I will choose 3. Then I want to arrange 5 of them. I will multiply a 5 factorial. So from here, I will do the same thing. I already have 2A here. Then I will take out 1I. That means inside here still can have 1I, but we will not have so many I here. So I still left 6 letter, right? So to fill in these 3 places, then it's 6C3. Then I want to arrange 5 of them. Oh, then because I arranged 5 of them that time, I will still need to divide a 2 factorial, right? Because it repeat. So the whole thing need to divide a 2 factorial. So this one is the same thing. I will multiply 5 factorial and then repeat double A, right? I need to divide 2 factorial for it. Okay? Then these 2 I will... So you realize they are the same, right? So I just need to find one of it and then I multiply 2. So here I will have 6C3 times 5 factorial divide times 5 factorial divide by 2 factorial, which is 2 times 2. So yep, so the total of it is 2400. Okay, lastly, if I have 2 repetition, what happened? That means here I have I, A, isn't it? Then the last digit, last place here, I can fill up from the remaining 5 letter, right? So here I only have 5 choice. Okay, then I want to arrange 5 of them times 5 factorial, but I need to divide repeat of I, repeat of A. So yep, this is 5 multiply 5 factorial. Wait, where's my factorial go? Over 2 factorial is 2 lah, 2 times 2. So it's 150. Okay, then I will plus all the value I have here. So therefore, I will use 2500 plus 2400 plus 150. Okay, so plus 2400 plus 2500. So it's 5050. So if for the one repetition you miss the factorial at 2. Yeah, because 2 factorial is actually 2. So when I type in the calculator, because 2 factorial is 2 times 1, right? So I will just type 2. Yeah, I know the answer is 3870 because the answer, I'm not sure why they actually take 5 letters. They do 5C3 here. That mean the answer here they take out double A. I mean for double I, right? They take out double A, but my concern right now is why can't I have I and with one A and any other letter like this? Is it still? Yeah, because we still need to count the possible way, right? I believe we can still have one A max with another 2 more letter. I mean, yeah. So because I also checked the answer before. I believe the answer will do 5C3 because they straight away take out double of A. But for me, I find it doesn't make sense to take out 2A. I can still insert 1A into it, right? Isn't it? So because from my calculation here, so my 5 letter here is possible to have 1A and also possible have no A. Because if I do 6C3, right, maybe there's 3 letter I choose doesn't include A. Or maybe will include one of the A. So I think 6C3 is more accurate rather than the answer 5C3. Yeah, unless I suddenly realize any mistake I make, then I will just repost another video for this one. Cool. Yeah, because the answer also prepared by the human, so yeah, everyone might make mistake. Cause I think the answer is because the one repetition part. Maybe he want to mean if I have repeat, then I don't have A in it. Because if you repeat the I, you can still include 1A into it, isn't it? You just cannot include 2A at the same time. Then you will crash the 2 repetition, right? So that means my code can still be IIACM, or my code can still be IAICM. So is it this one consider? We still need to consider this kind of code, right? Is include one of the A. Because if you take out already, right, that means the examiner think this code can never exist. But we trying to use a common sense. Because this question doesn't say any condition like we should exclude any kind of code, right? So if this code can exist, then should it include in the which part? 1 repetition, 2 repetition, or no repetition? Now I want to have 1A but double I. So trying to think about it. Then you will know why I actually choose about 6C3. Yeah, because you got the point. Because 1A and 1A and 1I, we actually put in one in the no repetition part, right? But in the no repetition part, there's no example of 2I and 1A, isn't it? Because no repetition, we can only have 1I and 1A. So among this code over here, there's not possible to come out this code. Now my question is, example, this is one of the code lah, IIACM. where this code should belong to. Is it no repetition, one repetition, or two repetition? Because here we need to include all the possible for this 5-letter code. You might argue, sir, then how about A doesn't include? Because when I do 6C3, right, this tree, maybe this tree has 1A or has 0A. So when I do 6C3, I include both of them. Okay, so yeah, this of course this is my solution. If you get the better answer or you have more thing, you can post your discussion at the Discord or at the comment section below, because we can't finish already. Oh my god, I want to finish in 1.5 hours, now almost 2 hours. This paper, some K-Bar questions just take my time, a lot of my time. Okay, so let me continue. Okay, so yeah, this is my answer. My answer might be wrong, but if you ask me in the exam, I would just follow this 6C3 rather than 5C3 lah. Unless the teacher who prepared this answer can convince me why it must be 5C3, or else I think 6C3 should be more accurate here. Okay. 12. In a shooting competition, it's found that the participant has a good shooting abilities with 95% of his shot hit the targets. So if the shooter fire 100 shot, n equals to 100, then p is 0.95. Find the standard deviation. Okay, standard deviation is square root NPQ, right? So it's square root n p q. Yeah, just use the calculator lah. This one shouldn't be too difficult. 100 times 0.95 times 0.05. So the answer is 2.1794. Okay, done. A. 2 mark. Okay, find the number of shot fired by a contestant if the possibility of missing one is the same as the possibility of missing twice. Okay, so in this case, right, in order to make it easier, I will assume P equals to the missing probability of missing. So P will be 0.05. Q is he shoot the target. He can shoot the target is 0.95. Because it's easier, because right now they're talking about missing one and missing twice. So I prefer P as a missing. Okay, got it? So in these cases, they say missing one will equals to the missing twice. Okay, so we just apply, we do not know how many times it should. So I will just assume they should n time, because they ask us to find n, find the number of shot fire. Find the number of shots. So they want to find n. So apply the formula. The formula is NCR P power of R and Q power NCR P R Q M minus R, right? Yeah, correct. So Q power of n minus R. Same thing. NCR P power of R Q power of n minus R. Okay, that's the formula. So in this formula, NC1 is n. Okay, everyone should know this. So we're gonna solve this one to get our n. This is 0.95, because divide minus 1 mean divide 0.95 power of 1, right? NC2 need to factorize, need to expand using the formula lah. 2 factorial. This is NCR formula in the first page. 0.05 square I will leave here. This one should be 0.95 power of n divided by 0.95 power of 2. Okay, first thing I check, is it all multiply? If all multiply, then I can simplify really fast. Same thing, I will cut 0.95, and here got double of it, cut, still have one of it. 0.95, here I cut, still have one of it. And then, okay, n factorial, if I expand is n minus 1, n minus 2 factorial. Then n minus 2 factorial, n minus 2 factorial, I cut, n and n I cut. Here I left 1, then here I left n minus 1, And then here I will multiply all this number. You can see I will multiply this number 0.05 over 2 factorial is 2 times 0.95. Okay, this is everything I left here. So I have 1 over 38. So I will move the 1 over 38 to the other side. So 38 equals to n minus 1, n equals to 39. Done. Okay, this is how we simplify this kind of complicated equation as fast as possible. I'm not going to multiply in, because when both sides I see the same thing, I will just cut for both sides. But you need to ensure the relationship for each of the term in between is multiplied. If today you have something like a plus b equals to a plus b plus c, okay, in these cases it's not really relevant, because this one you can still cut like this. But yeah, sometimes you cannot straight away cut lah. You need to be very careful lah. Okay, in this case you can lah. Okay, I don't want to further explain about this thing. I want to move on. 13. This one I think I explained in some other state question, but let me explain again here. Okay, so since they say the root given is alpha and beta, so that means my x answer is alpha, another x answer is beta. So x minus alpha must equal to 0 and x minus beta must equal to 0. Then if I join both of the bracket here, I should be able to form one equation. So I will actually get x squared minus beta x minus alpha x plus alpha beta equals to 0. If I factorize out the negative, this one is alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equals to 0. Okay, I sort of get this equation from the root given, and then I have the general equation of quadratic. So I want to do the comparing from that equation with this equation. That equation given me like ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Because right now my x squared coefficient is 1, so I will divide a for the whole equation. Divide a here, divide a here, divide a here. So x squared plus b over ax plus c over a equals to 0. But you can see here this one is minus, this one is plus. So I want to do one more step to make them look alike. Negative b over a, x plus c over a equals 0. Now you can see they have some similar thing, right? This thing is same as here. So therefore, I know alpha plus beta equals to negative b over a, and lastly, alpha beta will equals to c over a. Okay, proven. Okay, so it's basically comparing the two quadratic equation, and then you should be able to easily get this 5 mark. B, sketch this graph, and form the quadratic equation and shift 3 units to the right hand side. Okay, this one should be quite easy. Okay, first thing is you should understand that equation basically is the vertex form. This one is what we call vertex form, because it's after they do the complete the square. So this vertex form tell me I have a minimum point is negative 2 and 3. So I can sketch this one, and then I want to find the y-intercept as well. So my y-intercept happen when my x equals to 0. So my y should equals to 2, 0 plus 2 square plus 3. 4, 4, 8. My y is 11. My y-intercept is 11. Then now I can sketch my graph here. I should have something like this lah. Okay, so this one is 3. This is 11, and this is negative 2. Okay, this is my graph. Done. They asked me to sketch a graph. I already sketched x, y, 0. Okay, now they asked us to form a quadratic equation if the graph shifts 3 units to the right. What happens if the graph shifts 3 units to the right? That means 1, 2, 3. The minimum x right now will go to the 1. Okay, so my graph should pass by the same thing here. Is it? Will I pass by the same thing? Parabola. Yeah, maybe it's not. The y-intercept maybe will change. It doesn't matter. But the a value remain the same. So right now your minimum point should be 1, 3. Okay, the a value remain the same. Do you see my a value too? Because the a value decide the how big is the curve. Because the curve shape doesn't change, so the 2 will remain the same. So my new quadratic equation, I don't want use fx lah, I just use y, should be a x minus 1 square plus 3. Okay, my y-intercept definitely, I believe in y-intercept is changed already, right? It's 5, it's slightly lower, it's 5, right? Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Okay, because they asked me to form this quadratic equation, I just did. Remember, whenever you shift left and right or up and down, this value always remain the same. Okay, then we're done. Hello user, I believe the user Gan is my last year student, isn't it? Okay, 14, last 2 questions. We have this curve, find the gradient function using the first principle. Ayo, why they love first principle? 3 mark. Okay, first principle formula is what? Dy dx, we will limit. Okay, we let sum of x equals to h. Okay, I don't like to write sum of x. We limit h is close to 0 for any fx plus h minus fx over h. Okay, we will use this formula. Yeah, I think the William also. why you all like my last year student all came here for what? For fun? Yeah, just please, if since you drop by, help me to click like for the video and help me share to your junior, please. Okay, so I want to use this first principle to do this question. Okay, my change of x I changed to h already, so easier for me to write. Okay, so you should understand this one. So let's do it. So limit my h is close to 0. So okay, you learn about function, right? So this function will tell us, just imagine this is fx. Just imagine y is fx. Then we should have something like 3x plus h squared minus 6x plus h plus 5 minus fx is minus 3x squared minus 6x plus 5 over h. Okay, so let's do it. A lot of explanation. Waste my yeah, okay, don't say waste my time. I think learning curve, this is learning curve. 2hx plus h squared minus 6x minus 6h plus 5 minus 3x squared minus 6 plus 6x. Am I copying the thing wrongly? No, right? Yeah, plus 6x minus 5 OH. Okay, keep copying this one, then expand 3x squared plus 6hx plus h squared minus 6x plus this one minus 5 plus 5 minus 6h minus 3x squared over h. Okay, now everything divided by h. This one and this one I cut. 6hx divided by h, I get 6x. H squared divided by h, I get h minus 6. Since h is 0, isn't it? So therefore, I will guess 6x minus 6 for my dy dx. Done. First principle. Yeah, 3 mark. Yeah, a lot of work you need to do carefully. Okay, and if we do the simple differentiation here, we know dy dx is basically 6x minus 6, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm very sure my answer is correct. Move on to the next one. Turning point dy dx equals to 0. So 6x equals to 6, x equals to 1. And then I want to find the y coordinate. Y equals to 3 minus 6 plus 5. Y equals to 2. So my turning point is 1, 2. So the 3h square. You see it? 3h square. Where is the 3h square? 3. Oh, okay. Here, right? 3h square. Thanks for that. So this one is 3h. Yeah, all of you really pay attention in my life, the Spencer and the Ahmed. Good. You guys are doing a very good job. I'm a bit exhausted, so I just want to rush finish this paper. But as a professional teacher, of course, I will try my best to make sure my answer is correct lah. So equation of normal at this point. Yeah, equation of normal, I just follow my step. dy dx first step. Sub x value into dy dx. My x equals to 2, right? dy dx is 12 minus 6, which is 6. Then find the m2, which is gradient of normal, which is negative 1 over 6. And then we form the equation y minus 5 equals to negative 1 over 6, x minus 2. So y minus 5 equals to negative 1 over 6x plus 1 over 3. So y equals to negative 1 over 6x plus 5 plus 15 over, means plus 15, right? So 16 over 3. Done. Okay, you prefer the equation nicer, you can multiply 6 for the whole equation if you want to, but I'm too lazy to do that. Okay, so just follow the step lah. Okay, equation of normal is very easy. Okay, this one basically I use a perpendicular formula, m1 m2 equals to negative 1, because normal will perpendicular to tangent. This is the reason why I will use this formula to get the gradient of normal. Okay, cool, done. Last question. Alright, this one I believe they tell us AB is 20 and CD is 17.32. So this is 10 and 10, 20, right? So radius is 10. Okay. And then this one is 17.32. And pi is, okay, 3.142. Find COD. So they ask us to find COD. They find this angle. Okay, depend how you want to find. We know this CD is what we call chord, right? For the chord, we have the formula, right? It's 2r sine theta over 2. Okay, so CD is basically 17.32. My R is 10. So I just need to solve this question. Okay, I believe SPM teacher love your theta in degree first, then love this one in degree, then you use the stupid pi there, 3.142, to change it back to the radian. Whenever I do this, I'm very unhappy, but then if I doesn't follow the stupid way, I kind of, the third decimal will be different with the marking scheme. Because nowadays calculator is very advanced. SPM teacher, any examiner, if you can make the changing one, please help me to update the SPM syllabus. Use the calculator, change to the radian and solve this. Don't keep on want the student use the slower and troublesome way to get the theta. If you are a teacher and watching this one, help me to feedback to your SPM Add Math exam board. Oh my god, I just cannot tolerate this one. But let's follow now also. Okay, so now calculator in degree, yeah. 17.32 divided by 20. Then this is sine theta over 2. Then I will shift sine the whole thing. 17.32 over 20. Oh, then wow, then we got this one. It will round off to 60 degrees. 60 degrees, so theta is 120 degrees. So 120 degrees is not the radian. So we need to change the radian. Yeah, so we have a formula. How to change the radian? Multiply pi over 180. And we have the pi. This is 3.142. Yeah, let's do this one. 120 multiply 3.142 over 180. Then we got the answer they want. which is 2.095 radian. Yup. This is what I want. If I do myself, or if I do Cambridge paper, I will not do this step, I will not do this step, I will not do this step. Why? Show you. Change my calculator to radian. Then I do shift sign. What? 17.32 over 20. Yeah, times 2. I got the answer. Why want the student to do this when we can just fully utilize the technology? And somehow even you use the old calculator also, you can change to radian, isn't it? Yeah, because last time, like I say, last time in my time, we are using the pukul. Then that time we kind of need to do manually to change the radian. So because I believe our pukul only have the degree version, but nowadays everyone use scientific calculator. So I don't know why this so many trouble for 2 marks. But anyways, now you just follow, okay? Okay, now then we at least we understand this one over here. Oh, I don't like pink color here. Maybe this one over here is 30 degree. This one over here is 30 degree. I'm quite confused because actually the question never say AB is a diameter. No, you read the first sentence. This one is a semicircle with a center O. When is a semicircle, the question does not need to tell you is diameter. Because if this one is a semicircle, A and B automatically is a diameter. Because semicircle means I cut the circle into half. And then the half over there is a diameter, isn't it? Does it make sense to you? Okay, then we want to find the arc length of AC. So you should see a sector like this. Okay, 30 degree. And then this is radius is 10 and 10. This is AC. Because we want to get AC and BD, right? Both of them are the same thing. So then 30 degree is not fine. So 30 degree is pi over 6, right? Okay, 30 degree is pi over 6. So then we can find the arc length here. So arc length AC is r theta. R times theta, pi over 6. And remember, don't type the pi, because the examiner don't like student to type the pi. And I hope if SPM teacher watching this video, please allow student to type the pi rather than 3.142. They are not the Form 3 student. Just use the pi in the calculator. Which student will not use the pi in the calculator? There was no one. I believe maybe like Form 1, Form 2, you want student use pi at 2207. Maybe at that moment they cannot use scientific calculator. But when the student have the scientific calculator, all the students have the pi in their calculator. Why you still need to tell them pi is 3.142? Even marking scheme, the teacher who designed the marking scheme can type the pi in the calculator. Use the accurate answer rather than round off answer. Because when students go to university, they will use the pi in their calculator. This is the reason why I really hope SPM they can improve this kind of small thing here. Because I really don't like to do some extra work here, because this is not really the MF. This is something like they just don't want to change after so many years. 327. Okay, so right now we can get a parameter. Oops, oh, I shouldn't erase this one. What's the answer just now? I believe I got some answer just now, isn't it? Oh, I believe it's the theta is 2.095, right? It's not mistaken. Okay, so parameter is double of 5.237, then plus 20 plus 17.32. Okay, this is how we get the parameter, which is 20 plus 17.32 plus 2 multiply 5.237. So we got 47.794 centimeter. Okay, then we want to get the area of shaded region. Yeah, if you see, you already know this one is one sector, another sector. So it's basically just two sectors plus the triangle at the middle, isn't it? So why did I answer this question last year? I didn't know the chord formula and I have to do. If you don't know the chord formula, you can do the cosine rule, or you can split the triangle into the half and use SOHCAHTOA also can. Alright, so lastly, two sector, half r squared theta pi over 6, right? Plus triangle half AB sine C 120 degree. Okay, they love 120. I just give them 120. Change my angle unit back to degree. This one and this one I cut. So like 100 multiply 3.142 over 6. Okay, so never mind, I just say a plus lah. Plus 50 multiply sine 120. So the final answer 95.67 centimeter squared. Dun 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 dun. We finished in 2 hours. Oh my god, paper 1. I want to thank all the 42 students who stay until the end, 11. Yeah, who will learn MM until 11. Alright, so please help me to like and share this video. Yeah, I know some students just don't like to share the videos. But yeah, whoever can share, help me to share to your friend, or share to your classmate, or share to any Telegram group whatsoever. I would really appreciate if you're willing to do that. If you don't, you're fine. I still love you as usual. And I want to thank my moderator, also stay until this late, the Cray Lee. I believe the Cray is still the student, university student, right? Yeah, thanks for taking out the like 2 hours to help moderate the chat. And I want to thank my ex-student also, if have few ex-student drop by. So, and all the students, if you learn ML until 11, give yourself a big like, because you are doing a very awesome job here. I hope all of you can get A in your coming next month. So all the best. Next week we will do the paper 2 for Kelantan. Okay, so and then after the Kelantan, maybe we can do 1 or 2 more paper. Okay, maybe 1 more paper before your SPM. Alright, have a good sleep, and I want to go to rest also. Bye bye and good night.